Kansas City born and raised, describes Kansas City Police Department Officer Sarah Olsen there in this picture with our friend Tommy Woods, who we see in the dugout all of the time. And we are thrilled right now to be joined by Sarah. She's got that big smiling face, out here to root for her team, the Royals. For those that don't know Sarah's story, she was diagnosed with ALS in May, 29 years old and fighting. Tell us, we've followed the blogs, we've seen the TV coverage. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I just started all my infusions, but it's a new drug that's out for ALS, and day by day and new experience by new experience. It's been a blast.
And Sarah, I've only known you maybe for a month or 6 weeks, whatever it has been, but every time I see you, you have a smile on your face. And obviously diagnosed with a very serious situation. Talk about how you keep that smile on your face.
It makes it easy when I got such a good support group around me. I have so many friends and family that are there for me every day, making me laugh, making me smile. I'm having a blast.
And you grew up a huge Royals fan.
Oh, yeah.
You came to games all the time as a kid. You had a chance to work in July, your last day in uniform as a cop here at Kauffman Stadium. How was that?
It was an experience of a lifetime. It was such a good time. The guys made me feel like family, that everybody welcomed me with open arms. They gave me balls, bats, you name it. It was an amazing night that I'll never forget.
I'm looking at these pictures, and first off, you got Ned Yost to smile, so congratulations.
I did.
On that. What about standing there with George, but George Brett, you're throwing a first pitch out to him tonight, too. What does that mean?
It's awesome. George has been unbelievable. I got to meet him whenever I met the president. I saw George first. And everybody's like, aren't you excited to meet the president? I said, well, I'm more excited to see George that's standing right here.
Yeah, that's not about politics. I mean, you get a chance to meet the president, that's cool. But I guess if you're a lifelong Royals fan, George comes first?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was cool, but George welcomed me with a big hug, and everybody standing behind me. They didn't know that I knew George, and so they're like, how does she know him? And my captain was back there, and he said, oh, they're besties. They text all the time.
And growing up, you could come in these games. You saw the officers working down in the dugout at the ballpark, and it was somewhat of an inspiration for you to become a police officer.
It was. I had told my best friend when we sat in the stadium probably at 14 or 15 that that's all I wanted to do. Look, I wanted to grow up to be that police officer in the dugout.
I think we're seeing some pictures of a young Sarah there too, right?
I was probably like 16 maybe. Yeah. So
what age do you think that you started coming out here being Blue Springs native, right? Blue Springs High. I guess this has been in your blood forever. What early memories do you have of coming to the K?
I mean, I was coming out here when I was just a little itty-bitty thing, so I don't remember those games as much, but once I hit about middle school, we'd be out here. My friend and I would come out all the time because I played ball growing up, so I love to watch the sport.
And talking about that, you playing baseball and softball growing up, you love the game, and then you get a chance to meet some of the players, guys like Mike Sweeney, John Buck, players like that, and now you're going to throw out the first pitch. Any nerves going out on that mound in Kauffman Stadium?
A little bit, and everybody asked me if I practice, and I said nope. I'm just going to wing it.
You're natural.
Just throw it down there.
I like that. You're going to be fine. I want to follow up with one more thing, and also if you just get online, you could check out Sarah's blogging about all this experience, and there's a GoFundMe page too. But I just sense, you talked about this being a blast, which is really doing things as glass half full. Reading through some of your descriptions, you're talking about just living life. What kind of inspiration can you give to anybody else that's out there suffering? Because your attitude and your optimism is incredibly infectious.
Just love the life you live and live the life you love, and enjoy every second while you have it. Because that's truly what I've done, and I've adopted it since day one of getting diagnosed, and I wouldn't change it for nothing.
Completely, complete inspiration. Oh, real quick, one more thing. You got a chance to hang out at the Montgomery house, is this true?
I did.
How'd that go?
It was awesome. The food was unbelievable. I don't have much of an appetite, but I still devoured the food that night. And his wife, Tina, is quite a joy. It was awesome.
Another new bestie.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I can tell you this, Tina and I both fell in love with you from the first time we met you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Sarah, we're so glad you're out here. We're looking forward to this first pitch coming up, and I think I speak for all of us on the Fox Sports Kansas City crew. I'm sure the Royals and really this whole community, what you grew up and what you know is so incredible that we all have your back, and we're all pulling for you. Anything we can do, please let us know.
I will. Thanks for having me out.
All right, it is our honor to have Officer Sarah Olsen here. Bye.